think that's all, and we will start the presentation.
Okay, so hello guys, my name is Marcin Rubinkowski, and I will be speaking about dark and moody concept art. And it will be pretty simple presentation, I think. I will show two basic and common digital painting techniques, photo brushing and custom brushes. Sorry, I am a little bit, unfocused. So the task should be simple. It will be short description about photo brushing and short description about custom brushes. Then I will show my own mixture. It's like a balance between both these techniques. So maybe on the beginning I will show some of my stuff. I think it is kind of cool idea. So I am concept artist that was born in Poland, but wait a minute, I got a problem here. I know. I already opened another one, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I am a concept artist that was originally born in Poland, but I done a pretty good job going around the country, around the globe. I got to Hollywood, and my pieces got awarded in Best School of Visual Effects in Hollywood. That was Gnomon School of Visual Effects. I think some of you are familiar with this school. And I get a last polishes of my art there. And now I am freelancing usually online, mostly with other side of the globe. So the Canada, United States, Australia recently, but also with the Europe, also with our Polish Platy Image and television. Yeah, some of the stuff you are seeing right now, the characters, creatures, environmental, it's all mixed together. That I was thinking, it will be rolling around and I will be speaking. So some of this photo brush, so mixtures like this. That was mixture. This piece before was made with photo brushing techniques like this one. And I noticed that this is a really cool technique, but it's a little bit slowly, and we can make it a little bit faster and more cool, where we are mixing it with custom brushes. I think it is rolling around. So I will show you guys also stuff for my personal project I am doing, and I hope I will finish it, and it will be cool. So. It's more like a dystopia, black and white dystopia, cyber. And this is weird kind of stuff. I make it in my. I started to do it in my free time, but eventually lots of people were asking about this project, and I got lots of talking about how to manage it, how to do it, how to finalize it. Eventually, this project will, at the end, I hope it will. It will be not only a game. I'm also thinking about further experience and how to say it, like a short time in episodes. It's kind of cool idea in this moment of time. Yeah, I think that's it about it. So as you can see, these characters are made with mixtures. That's my point of interest. How to mix the photos with custom brushes, how to make the idea to be free, and how to do it with this kind of, how to say it, freeness, yeah, and with fun. Okay, guys, so the plan is simple, like I said. So I will say something about photo brushing. So on the beginning, I will show some cool reference for it. So this piece was made, wait a minute. Okay, it stopped. This piece was made in this technique. As you can see, it has lots of details and lots of photos, and all this content is mixed together in weird ideas and weird point of unholes. And yeah, it's a little bit messy, and I will show you guys how I made it. I made a 15 minutes movie that I shrink to 7 minutes because I don't want to get bored. And it will show the first technique, and this most common technique is so. And I will be trying to say something in the meanwhile what I was doing. So I hope it will be working. Okay. Yeah, I take this photo in Norway. That's my photo. So yeah, from what I noticed and what I know, we are handling the photos. So it's a cool idea to clean up some backgrounds, to make really cheap actions that will make your piece to be look more that you are making it. You know, like this is this moment when you are setting the stuff, you actually want to see it. You know, and like I am using right now an elastic. I'm in a weird moment, weird place here. Okay, so I am using the photo ascent, selecting with this smart selection, and not so. That's cheap stuff for now. Yeah, this cool little button over there, elastic warp, is kind of useful. You can adjust all the stuff, whatever you need to do it with it. Yeah, I will be doing this stuff a couple of times to set the background, and then I will be showing some stuff how to make these complex shapes and all this stuff. Yeah. Another tool we are using in photo bashing is lasso. You cannot do it without the lasso. But to be honest, in this sample, I was using mostly this smart selection, like for the sky. The same fun and I think useful part is with the sky. It's really cool to have it on a different layer, to have ability to easily clip whatever you need, like I am doing right now. It's kind of cool click, so you can do it easily, and then you can clip whatever you want to your base layer and make with effect. Yeah, like I said, I am addicted to this elastic warp something. Yeah, and I think there's time for the foreground. And this piece is really sketchy, so I was not taking care about lighting and a couple of other stuff. Like right now, I make a foreground from top of the mountain. So, but I think it will be rocking. Yeah, like you are seeing, pretty simple correction, adjustment, and stuff that. The only point is to find this balance in yourself when you are doing it, to not overuse this content, and to use a couple of only photos. Okay, so now it will be part about how to make these cool shapes and cool objects, and what you can do with it. Levels, yeah, really useful. I will be talking about it later. So yeah, again, the same magical button, and this time I cannot really explain what I'm doing. But this is, I think, the part of creation process. And yeah, it gives some cool shapes. Like I said, this is sketchy stuff, so yeah, and I got something. And my idea for this piece was to make something like walking antennas, like you got, how to say, desert or salt sea, and only a couple of objects placed there. So yeah, and another cool tool, Puppet Wolf. I am doing the same magical stuff again. Yeah, I think this will be this antenna main point. Yeah, and we got our cool shapes made from ordinary building. And you can do whatever you want with these shapes, and I suggest to play fun with it, because yeah, it's kind of creative process that can be really annoying or really cool if you will get to do it right. Okay, I think that was my final antenna object, and I am copying and pasting in the background a couple of times. and with adjustments on the levels. I like levels, to be honest. With these black and white pieces, because when you have black and white stuff, you are not having 16 million colors. We have only shades of gray, and you can easier see that it will be working or not. You can easily check something. The client can easily see that it will be cool or not cool. And adding colors can be, on the second part of the process. Yeah, that's another object I am placing. About the levels, so yeah, I should pause it to explain it. Maybe. Wait a minute. I will do it. So, about the levels, yeah. So, it's kind of cool tool because on the bottom we have maximum and minimum range of color, so black and white. And we can, so if you are setting like this kind of antenna in the background, and the background doesn't have this kind of darkness value, so we can set the maximum and the minimum value of this object, and then we can, play fun with this here. Also, we can, overuse and overset the colors that we can have black, grays, or I don't know, or even switch it. So, yeah, it's kind of cool tool. It looks like it doesn't look cool, this level something, but it's really doing the job. Okay. Yeah, and I am using the same objects and the same shape language I already made, and copy and paste somewhere in the action ground, because it's wise and it will not feel such a oddness. The audience will feel that it is fitting in this background. What else? Yeah, and atmosphere, it's really important when you are doing photo brushing. Like you noticed, I didn't use any brushes in this movie, only round allograph, because you cannot do anything without it when you are taking care of photos. It's cool to add atmosphere, and like I am doing right now. If I remember it twice, yeah, it should be also a layer with overlay. I like to, you can use it, you can use overlay, you can use effects, you can use adjustment, you can do it, in many ways. I choose overlay because I can really easily erase it to make this, wait a minute, I will repeat this moment. It's going or not yet? To get instant darkness values and to have easily ability to manage it, because overlay is taking care only of the shadows and the brightness values, so you can check how it will be working. Okay, so that was photo brushing. So a little bit of summary, I think we need about after it. So the whole point was that, wait a minute, maybe I will show pics and I will be saying, like here, again. So, like I said before, photo brushing is kind of cool method, but it takes time. Like I spent 15 minutes on that movie, or that shot I was showing, and that was not so easy to make this kind of stuff in this 15 minutes. For a sample, this stuff takes me lots of more hours than it should. And I have also this kind of weird and creative shapes here and there. This elastic warps, transitions and adjustment then can be cool if you will use them wisely. Okay, so that was the first techniques. And so here's the second, my favorite, to be honest. and because I am making custom brushes usually, and I like this. I like this technique because it's going, yeah, because it's really creative. It's a little bit messy. The cool idea is to make two pieces in at the same time, because your brain will not get bored, and you can like easily skip between the first one and the second one. And the whole piece also takes 15 minutes. And I developed two pieces, so it's a little bit quicker. But as you will see, it is more messy. And I am using my custom brush teaser pack that is available on my Gumroad store. It's free brush pack, only 10 brushes, but they are doing the job. I was talking about custom brushes and the photo brushing techniques also in books from 3D Total Publisher, Digital Painting Techniques Volume 8 and Master of Arts Speed Painting. And there you can find my stuff, and I am saying wise things about these two techniques. Also in 2D magazine, a Photoshop magazine. Yeah, follow my website, and I think it will be easier than like pointed what I would done in the past. So yeah, my brushes are categorized I got 4 categories in my brushes. So the first one, they are silhouette brushes. I call them background brushes because they are solid shapes, like the silhouette of the city is this kind of brush. But I like the same brush I am doing right now. I am using right now. It's also a silhouette brush, but I am using it right now as a flat shape to flat brush to do something. So each of them can be used in many ways, So the silhouette brush can be, like I said, the silhouettes or the flat brushes. The other category is messy brushes. So there are this kind of huge brushes with texture inside, because I have a little bit different idea than usually people are thinking about custom brushes. They have usually a round brush or something, like I don't know, generic, and inside they have a texture. I had a different idea. I have big shape with texture inside. I can, like shrink it up and have a flat shape, or like small sized. But it is giving me how to say it, a free way to do this both sides. Like I will add a texture in a moment on the top of the top piece. I think it should be this moment. I will be using a messy brush. I hope it will be right now. Right now. Right now. Nope. Okay, so maybe, I will point it up when it will be happening. So yeah, I got also Atmo brushes, so they are kind of atmosphere. Oh yeah, I will be doing. Yeah. This is this moment. Yeah. So you see, this is this weird shape I am adding. Now I'm adding, like a brightness there. But as you can see, it's weird filled shape with texture, but you can use him also as a ordinary brush, but also as a texture generator and idea generator. There's a cool idea also to mix these brushes, in dual brush options, and all this stuff mixed together is also giving you a cool effect, but do not overuse it, Sometimes I think the most important thing is to find a balance in it. Because this is the point, because all of us can make this stuff messy, like throw everything on it, but it will be not working if we will not find a balance there. And I think, this is the point when, I remember this part. I noticed in my pipeline when I'm using this kind of tiny brush and I'm doing this little tiny stuff, it's time to change something and to, to flip or to do something different, because it is not helping you. Little tiny brush is not helping in this moment. It can be useful when you are finalizing your piece, when you are adding details, but not on the, like in the mid part. Yeah, the overlay, like before, I like this layer, I think, Yeah, and now I am trying to set the focal points here, and I choose this whiter spot, and I think I will add a character in the foreground, like I am doing it usually. Right now, it's cool idea to add some life also, and yeah, you can do it like I am doing with this tiny brush, like these tiny lines and something. But as you will see in a couple of minutes, I think, there's a better way to do it. It's point. I think each artist was growing, differently. Some of them were growing from drawing artists and drawing comics, or using pencil. I was a weird guy because I threw up like art part of my life for lots of years, and I came back there, and I came back to digital only. And then I get back to analog drawing and this kind of stuff. So I think each of us will be seeing stuff totally differently, but we all have to find some balance in it. Okay, I think it should be done already. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Oh. Last type of brushes, light brushes. I use them like everywhere here, these tiny city lights. I made this kind of brushes because I found they are useful adding life and setting focal points and stuff that you need a detail there, but you don't want to focus right now on it. Add something there, like a placeholder. I think all of us know what this placeholder, and it is helping, At the end, when you will finish this piece and you will show it to your client, and the client will say, oh, okay, I want to be, not A, this time I want to be. Okay, so then it will be the time for, like setting the colors and other stuff. Okay, guys, so that was custom brushes techniques by Marcin Rubinkowski, and now it will be, what's so funny? And now it will be, so what is it? So, yeah. So this is the what I made. I am proud of it. So photo brushing plus custom brushes and the mixture. And now I will show you guys my mixture. It takes me a little bit longer because I done it in 20 minutes, but I think the effects should be cooler than before. Beginning was the same as photo brushing, in photo brushing technique, because I was starting from photo-based. This time it's krzyczne. It's kind of hard to spell it in English, but it's kind of cool place. And I chose this kind of photo base without any cities and content, because I want to add a particular this content to this scene. So yeah, you are seeing my custom brushes again. This flat shape is, I am, like placing like a stamp right now. My custom brushes. This stuff I made this when I made this mountain or something. I also made it with the same brush. So like you see, they are really useful. And the whole idea is to mix this content and mix the ideas, but not like lose what each medium have to offer, like a photo have a lot of details, lots of stuff inside it. We can use this content, but we have to find a balance in our piece that the viewer also have to feel, like when you are leading a viewer audience, you cannot, like throw everything and make it messy. There have to be place for chilling, there have to be place for attractions. Yeah, for me, it's not about painting anymore. It's more about how people are thinking, how human beings are thinking, monkeys are thinking, and what we can do with it. Because I think we are right now, after decades of attacked by USA movies and stuff like this, and they set some kind of art style in our brains. And now it's kind of hard to change it a little bit, but I think with Slavic people can do it. Nevertheless, so yeah, I was making this lighting spot with my custom brush. I think I made it from a stairs or something, but right now it is working like some metal parts for my. Yeah, I forgot to add that I had an idea for this piece. That was a black magic, black, dark, and moody black magic, placed. Wait a minute. Black and dark, yeah, dark and black. Fuck. So, black magic meets the sci-fi station that is hidden in the mountains or something like this. So I hope you guys will get the joke at the end, and yeah. So like you are seeing, I am doing it really cruel with this content, but sometimes you have to really see it, you know? When you are making something and you have an idea, okay, let's put it here, you have to do it. You cannot, you know, like talk more about it, and let's do it here, and let's do it, because our brains, you have to see something, you know, like in some point. Yeah, we can use imagination, but I think ideas are made for making and how to say it, bringing them to the life. Coś tam in Polish. So we got the ships, one ship, and it will be another one. Yeah. So my hidden base, I think, is almost set. And so now it should be placed for black magic guy. So yeah, no, that was atmosphere moment. Sorry, guys. Yeah, light brushes. So the city lights, I done it right now. I am doing it right now. Yeah, cool. And setting more composition, wise stuff. Flipping is cool idea. About pro tips, the flipping and making stuff in black and white is really the key. You know, in black and white you can easily see how it will be working, and flipping it will help you to see this stuff with your brain more fresh, I think. Yeah, and this is my a little bit light and life added to it. Where is that black magic guy? Nope. Yeah, as you saw my brush palette, I had more than 10 brushes there, because this movie was created a little bit in different time. And I was using a couple of other artists also brushes. Yeah, and idea for my mixture is kind of mixed idea. My mixture is a mixture from ideas from many artists, to be honest, not only my idea. So the Sparta had a pretty similar idea with custom shapes, but I didn't like shapes. I like custom brushes because you can, you know, like do many things with the brush that you cannot do with the object. Yeah, we are creating now our black and white guy, black magic guy. So, and I will be honest with you guys, I was thinking about some station that will be looking like this kind of trap for ants, for bugs and stuff that is you can find in some stores. And this is this white part, and yeah, I think it will be almost done. Again, the overlay. I am not afraid, you know, to mess around with it, because I can always, you know, like set opacity, and I can always erase it, and it's helping me to see it, you know, sometimes more clearly. A little bit adjustment, and yeah. I hope you like this piece. I like it. Thank you. And yeah, so the stuff you should remember, yeah, it will be something like this. So what you should remember from it, fuck. Yeah, for sure my name. Yeah, I know. It's not, it's rude to do it on the first time. So, so mixture is the best, find your own, because I think all of us should discover and like play fun with other techniques. And when you are familiar and you can like freely use some kind of techniques, then you can improve it. Then you can find places that you can change. You can do it differently. So the point is, you have to get used to it. To get used to it, you have to use it. So you cannot, like. You can, be this kind of rude artist that I will do it by my own everything, but it's really not a cool idea to do it whatever you want. It's really cool idea to listen all other people that were sharing the knowledge on the web, because I think they were in the same place that you were, and it's really not wise to not listen what they have to tell. Sometimes it's only 5 minutes of your time. So to get your mixture done and to get your best mixture, you have to firstly, get to use other techniques. Time is not the key, but it has good motivation impact. Yeah. Why I added? Because these movies were, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and this is suggesting that I am making this stuff really quick and the time is the key. No. The time is not the key here, but it's motivating me, and it's showing me how much time I spend on each stuff. And the timer, on the beginning, you really hate, this ticking clock or something you will put in this place. But yeah, at the end, I like it, and I am making 20, 15-minute sketches, like a couple of them in the day. I am making warm-ups. Other pro tip that is really useful: make a warm-up before every action you will do. Not like I will make one warm-up and then I will do everything. No. Like if you are drawing analog, make warm-up in analog. If you are drawing digital, make warm-up digital. So in each activity needs a warm-up. But going back to the point, balance is the key, most needed everywhere. Wait, I was there. Okay. Balance is the key, most needed everywhere, yeah. And all of us are seeking for it, and it's really the harder key to find, I think. Discover techniques to improve it, then and discipline is making things work, yeah, but fun is really the key when whatever you are doing, because without the fun, you will be not able to do it, like again and again and again and again as a main activity of your life. So you have to find fun in your life and in your activity. And you have to find fun in disciplining yourself. It's the harder part, I think. Yeah. So have fun. For sure.
Thank you. Do you have some questions?
When you start working on an image, do you have a specific idea in mind, or you just sit and go with the flow?
Sometimes when I had a client work, and we are doing it like I was making with Platy Mesh, I was making a Bund Street in Shanghai in 1940. So yeah, we have a plan. But sometimes, usually the answer is for your questions, I do not like have a plan. I like to do creativity, like unleash my creativity, and then like find some ideas in this mess, and yeah, and start my work with it. not from the plan. But yeah, plan is useful in the pipeline for
And
sure.
in your personal project, do you have a specific plan, or you go with the
Now
flow?
I have a plan, you know. In the beginning, that was something in our free time. That was doing, you know, like sketchy couple of minutes, something like this. But now, when I had lots of questions and lots of people were asking, you know, yeah, I have a plan right now, and I even have a sketch of the story that it should be really cool. And all these characters will be used. No, not all the characters will be used. I showed before, but most of them are made with purpose. And yeah, I have a plan.
Thanks.
Hi,
Hey.
maybe it's a silly question, but tell me what's inspiring you while working? Is it some kind of artistic basis or just another digital artists or tutorials and just techniques?
To be honest, I think you should. What I am finding when I am finding inspiration, I am trying to find inspiration in many places, you know, because I think when you are doing digital painting and you are, you know, like searching, you know, like other digital painters, you can get into this kind of routine and it will not get you anywhere, you know, because it's like an ellipse in some kind of. I think there's a really wise words somebody said that we should learn from really the old-time artist masters because they really have cool ideas. But not only, you know, in the nature, sometimes you can, I don't know, you can throw it something, you know, on the ground, I don't know, like a plastic bag or something, and it looks like some shape. And there's this kind of moment, this impulse, and if you will use it and you will take this idea and do something in 5 seconds or 10 seconds, whatever, if you will do it in this moment, it will, you know, like it will be cool and it will be inspiring. If not, if you will try to, you know, when you get back to your house and you will think about this plastic bag, it will not work, you know. So inspiring yourself it's like an opening your mind sometimes for not only beautiful things, but also for all things that will attract you, you know? And, you know, like it moves your heart, to be honest, sometimes, because I think it's connected with it.
What I see, you're a kind of sculptor from, you're sculpting from chaos. It's like everything put in together. And
yeah,
that's how it finished. Like,
cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
Another question from the audience?
Anybody?
Yeah.
Thank you. So all of your concepts are basically quite full of different tiny details, let's say, and they are quite chaotic, as it has been said. So do you ever have something like a problem with the 3D artist or someone trying to make this into the final concept that would be going into the game?
Yeah, for sure. All of you guys, you was watching my stuff, and it's pretty messy. And sometimes, yeah, I have this kind of feedback if we are doing something with 3D, and it's not my project, because my project is kind of weird and never mind. Yeah, I have this kind of request that I have to set something. So usually in that moment I am making a board with another additional sketches. You know, like this is looking like this, and this material is something like this. So I didn't show it on my presentation, but my favorite way of communication with my client is a board. When you are setting your character, for example, and line, and this is this hat. So this hat is made from the metal. Or you are making a line and sample of this metal. So like a board prepared for 3D designers a little bit, but more for discussion, you know. So yeah, I had lots of this question, and that's why I am using boards to, you know, to say something more than only a piece.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Any more questions? So, thank you again
Thank you.
for the presentation.